Luke, not only are you doing the trip, but you're doing this behind the glass, all access. How hard was it to convince the coach to let the cameras in the locker?
You don't ask him.
Let's go. Here we go. Move.
I'm already breathing hard, boys.
Go, go, go. Get him.
We are underway in Australia.
Work for him. Work for him.
Yeah, baby.
Wake up. Let's go.
We got to take that next step. We got to take it this year.
Yeah! We're not f***ing done. Yeah! 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 You guys had 3 lines. Shut up. Ho, ho, ho! Let's go to work, fellas. Start the climb. Start the climb.
Being at camp is always exciting. There's something new every year, you know, that we went through this rebuild for a few years where you were excited to see the young guys coming in and, you know, you're watching their progress. And this year, the expectation are much greater on our team, so it's a great feeling coming into camp where you have great expectation, because usually great expectation means you've done something right. There's a tremendous amount of pressure to win in your league. But in LA, you also have to win. The expectations are high in this city, which makes it fun. I mean, it should be. It's Los Angeles. A lot of people want to copy this town. LA is a very special city in a way where you have your core fans, and the people that are LA Kings fans, they take a lot of pride on knowing the team and following and supporting us. And it makes it fun when you get on a good ride because they bring everybody else along. The growth of the game here has been incredible. I mean, obviously there was the big boom of when Wayne Gretzky came, but since then, winning 2 cups, it certainly changed everything. Our goal is to win the Stanley Cup. My philosophy is like, if you try to win the cup, you're gonna have to make the playoffs. So we're not trying to make the playoffs, we're trying to win the playoffs. We love the fact that we're in that bucket now, where you're a contender, you have a chance at it. It's kind of fun to coming into work this year and having those expectations and knowing that the pressure is on for us to try to win it all.
What's up, bud? How are you? Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Here's all just sit down. Might as well.
Whatever Todd said, I agree. Am I good?
Like their team president Luc Robitaille says, the Los Angeles Kings are embracing the expectations shadowing their season.
We're trying to win the Stanley Cup, and that's the goal. We're going to do everything possible to get to that goal. We're going to make, you know, life as best possible for our players, our entire organization.
The past 2 seasons, the Kings have been eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. This on the heels of a multi-year rebuild designed to get them back to the pinnacle of the sport.
Los Angeles has won the 2012 Stanley Cup.
LA's hockey team won 2 Stanley Cups in 3 seasons roughly a decade ago. And go back further, and you'll summon memories of the legendary Wayne Gretzky.
To Gretzky! Scores! He did it! He did it!
Alongside fellow Hall of Famers Rob Blake.
Shot score, Rob Blake!
And Robitaille himself.
Robitaille! Set up by Gretzky.
I feel like I grew up in LA. I understand the Kings fans. I think it was Ken Neely that said to me, he goes, you and I, Luke, we're different than most people. We're not looking to work in hockey. We want to work with the teams we love. And for me, it was the Kings.
All these years later, He's hoping his team is approaching another unforgettable season. A season that'll start in unconventional fashion. After just a week of training camp, the Kings will head to the unlikely hockey outpost of Australia for a pair of exhibition games.
We have an obligation to the game, to our fans, and even to the players to expose them to new and exciting things. So we're excited about going over there.
Every part of even these earliest days of the campaign is geared towards a single goal: winning a Stanley Cup. And for the Kings to have a good shot at one, so much will revolve around the longtime face of their franchise, Anze Kopitar. The five-time All-Star and soon-to-be the club's all-time leader in games played recently signed a 2-year contract extension to stay in Los Angeles, with the hope of making another run at a cup.
Kobe, you're heading to 36-year-old season. You produce more than most 26-year-olds in this league. I mean, what has been the secret for you to kind of continue to be that productive, and for you to adapt?
You know, just tweaking some stuff here and there. I think every hockey player or every athlete will tell you that, you know, preparation for the season is big, and I've always done I think, a pretty good job of getting prepared and, you know, getting my body to a point where I'm able to play 75 plus games a season, so that certainly helps, and it seems like it's been working, so I'm not going to try and change a whole lot.
First one of the year, fellas.
The commitment he makes to himself, to the coaching staff, and his teammates is as good now as it was in the Stanley Cup years.
Look at Jaddy. Pass, take off, you get it back, and then a shot pass.
One of our pillars is be a pro. You know, be a pro when you show up to the rink. How do you do that? Watch Kopi come to the game every day. Watch him show up to practice every day. Watch him take his kids on the ice in the afternoon.
Where are we going? Big room? Yeah. Big room? All right, let's go to the big room. I mean, I think it's great, obviously. First and foremost, they're enjoying it, whatever they're doing. And selfishly speaking, I tried to get them into golf, but hey, they wanted figure skating, so we're not getting away from the hockey rink. So figure skating and obviously hockey, so 8 hours at the hockey rink sounds perfect. Oh, you go figure skating before? Huh? You go figure skating before? I don't think I could skate with those skates.
Jakob, he's gonna be 7 in 2 weeks, and Nisha's 8.
You know, the fact that, you know, I can bring our kids here essentially to my office, so-called, is very special for me too.
Can I do your hair now?
Yes.
Jakob started skating during COVID. He thought him during COVID because we were in that little bubble, and he was the only kid on the ice, so he just started skating, and then he started loving it.
Okay, you ready? Do it.
And Nisha started a year and a half ago.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
She started skating. She was like, I want to do this too, because she was just sitting here and waiting for him, and now she's on the ice, and she loves it, so we're just doing whatever they love.
3 on 3! We're doing 3 on 3!
That's the one thing. I don't want him to be labeled and be compared to myself, because he's his own little person, and I know he's going to try his best, so that's about it.
As long as he's having fun, that's how long we're going to be doing this. As soon as he says he doesn't want to do it anymore, we're not going to push him for that.
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah!
That was a celly that I don't have in my book. He does like to celebrate, that's for sure.
We thought hockey takes a lot of time, but figure skating, if you want to be good, you have to be on the ice a lot.
There you go, and now one. Go. Bring it in, bring it in, and then in.
We're here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. All day.
And I'm here every other day.
Here we go. Will you try for a triple? Yeah. Okay.
Look at her jump. Look at her jump now. Look.
Watch your way. Gotta cross your legs, silly. Outside.
They look good. I'd probably say they're better skaters than me, so, hopefully they'll use it.
Awesome job. Thank you.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, you're done. Good job. I'm proud of you. You ready? You want to eat?
You're trying to manage time as best as you can. There's obviously my hockey, their activities, rest for everybody is important. So I think we're doing a pretty good job, and it's certainly a team effort.
Hi, Adler.
Good job, dude. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I
Yeah?
scored.
I know. I saw you score. Good job. Huh? All right. Come on. Let's go. Yeah. Good job, boys. Good job, Bev. Marky.
My concern about this trip is that they think it's a Florida 5-game road trip with 2 days off in March. Everybody's tired, so you're giving them a little bit of space. You're doing the clean-out skates. That's not what we're going for. We're going to go there and we're going to work.
All right, let's talk a little about our schedule. So let's see the Australia roster. We know all 28 going.
28.
Everybody will get a game, Todd, probably?
Yeah.
That's the
again,
envision, right? We only got a few extras.
Back-to-back games really early in training camp for some of our high mileage or heavy lifters is a little bit of a concern for me, but we'll have to react to injury and bumps and bruises. But I think we also have to see those kids play.
Yeah. So we know that, Todd. We're heading over on that Saturday, lost day Sunday. Monday, we get in early in the morning, but it seems like best is to off-ice workout.
There's going to be a scrimmage element because we don't have our regular black and white type scrimmage that we have here at training camp, and we're playing 2 games on the weekend. I think when we get home, we're playing a little bit of catch up, not only physically, mentally, but also establishing training camp again. But we can do it. Who's going to have the toughest job? Probably Dubois. New language, new teammates, is going to be learning on the fly faster than anybody, but he sure seems like a bright guy and fits the group well so far.
You go down the list of things that you like in an organization, in a city. LA just checked every box. I mean, there's just something about it here that I fell in love with right away.
Pierre-Luc Dubois was the Kings' top addition in the offseason, a 25-year-old center who's relocated south from Winnipeg, eager to chase a Stanley Cup in his new surroundings.
For us to have the opportunity to bring a player the level of Pierre-Luc Dubois it's very rare it happens. We knew it would give us an opportunity to contend with the other good teams in our league.
I firmly believe, and I know the organization does, you have to be real strong down the middle. We felt by adding Pierre-Luc, he just solidifies that position for us. He adds some size and a little bit of snarl to our lineup, and the skill level that goes with the size fits us very well.
Everything at the rink was exactly what I wanted. From the organization, the staff, the players, and then everything else away from the arena was something that was very interesting to me too. Right now we're in Manhattan Beach. It's peaceful, it's not far from the practice rink. On the way home, every time I go over the hill and I see this, there's a smile on my face. It's never get tired of it. All the guys live around here, so it's fun. Somebody told me it'll be like when you're a kid and there'd be 10 bikes in somebody's driveway and everybody's just hanging out together. I mean, I've only been here for like 6 weeks. Whether it's on the ice, in the gym, having lunch together after, or breakfast, everybody's talking, everybody's extremely friendly, and I knew them as competitors and hockey players on the ice, but to get to know them and be around them every day has been really amazing.
Trade for Dubois. People are saying the team is built to win. What's your expectations for this team this season?
I mean, the goal is not trying to win around, we're trying to win a Stanley Cup. And that's what this team is built upon.
It's not quite possible to quantify exactly what separates a team that gets eliminated at the start of the playoffs and one that's still standing at the end. But the Kings have worked to create a roster that blends old faces and new ones, and can, as the organization's mantra puts it, finish the climb.
We have talked about finishing the climb. Is that climb the top of the mountain? We all hope so.
We got to take it this year. From the downswing to the upswing now, and we're trying to finish the climb to go to the very top.
They will remember one thing. We are the new Kings, winning this fight tonight with our name lit up in
sometimes you've got to attack that mountain more than once.
You go to Mount Everest, if you run out of oxygen, you come back down, you go back up.
But what we don't want to do is go back down to base camp.
The building stage, we're past that now. Now the point of emphasis is we've got to win.
Now we're at the final push, we're at the end of it, and yeah, what are we going to do to finish that climb?
Any club that hopes to contend needs to be fortified by veterans who can point the way towards the destination. Though on the subject of where they're headed in just a few days' time, there's an unavoidable focus on one of the team's youngest players, 22-year-old defenseman Jordan Spence.
We love his game. This kid's gone against all odds his whole career, and he's always kind of seems to rise above everyone else, and he's done it junior level, AHL.
He's at that stage where the NHL games and the reps in the NHL games consistently will help him take another level. And I think he's looking forward to this trip, just with the history of Australia and obviously all that.
You moved away when you were 1, I think. You're the first Australian-born player in the NHL. What does this mean to you to go there and play? Does it have any special meaning to you or no?
I think so. I mean, I was born there, so going back, I think it's pretty special. I'm excited going to Australia, but I only have one goal is to make the Kings this year. You know, I feel confident. I feel ready to go. I think it's supposed to be a little chilly. It's like 68, 65, I think, something like that. I'll bring a couple sweaters, maybe like a crew neck sweater as well. We had a meeting a couple days ago about just how to adapt quickly and just with the jet lag and everything. All the teammates and myself, we actually bought like sleep sunglasses. You just wear this like during the night for a couple hours. I think it makes us like fall asleep easier. You know, it's pretty exciting for me to go to Australia just because I was born there. But the biggest thing for me is to try and make the team this year and go from there.
The 8,000 miles between Los Angeles and Melbourne takes 16 hours to traverse by air. And when the Kings touch down, measures to counteract the jet lag almost immediately begin, at the direction of the team's strength and conditioning staff.
Yeah, I mean, we arrived at 6 a.m., so 17-hour time zone change, I believe. The thing here is you don't generally travel that much and have to start camp, right?
Keep trying to look over your back shoulder. Long exhales going out of your nose.
Our goals this week is really just to make sure guys are feeling good. You know, they've had a really good off-season. They're in great shape. We don't want the travel to become a major issue. We want to make sure that we've mitigated all of those sort of things that come along with long-haul travel.
You're going to go 10 per leg and 10 per movement. A lot of reps here on this one. Stay long shot. Get both sides.
First day on the ground, getting the guys loose, making sure that work all the kinks out. And our job as a strength conditioning staff, sports science staff, is to make sure that we don't have any silly injuries pop up and that they're able to give everything that the coach requires of them day one camp tomorrow.
14, 15, 16, nice job, fellas, that is it. That's all we got.
Good, boys.
Good job so far, fellas, on getting here and getting acclimatized, good workout yesterday. Now we're getting back to work, though. We're going to get on the ice to begin the climb. Okay, we are going to start today reestablishing our concepts. We'll start from the red line in with entries and forecheck. That's what we're going to work on today. Okay, so let's go to some video here and talk about this. Let it go. Okay, now stop. When we get into this situation, Kopi knows that he's the driver. Okay, let's move on now. Forecheck. Now we get up into this area, we have to give up the puck. We have to go work for it. D-men, I always talk to you at this point, we need you. Puck placement is important. Anything that dies in this area for puck placement, we're in trouble. We're wasting energy. Okay, next. Great puck placement. Juice, look at your stick. Okay, we want you to be physical. We do, you're really good at it, and continue on. Move on now, we're gonna talk about the D. And stop, look where RV is. RV started dot lane, he's now surfing across and staying above. That allows our D-men to get up and pinch. Easiest pinch in the league is right here. You have to know your range when you pinch. Next. Stop, cue, stick. Could have broke that up, right? Go back and watch. Next. Okay, pressure and take walls away. Here comes the rim. As soon as that rim is made, we recover here. We don't linger. So we've talked about entries. We've talked about forecheck. We'll work on that all day. We'll have a scrimmage element. Okay, anything? Phil? No? Good. See you over there.
Coach?
Okay, the good thing about being on this ice is we have to f***ing work on the forecheck. There's too much ice to cover, so if you're in dot lane here and they're coming out there, you're f***ing sprinting. It's not casual. We'll get enough rest, but we're going f***ing hard. Good? Okay, let's go.
Let's pick it up right where we left off.
Resourceful coaches will find opportunities wherever they can. And so practice today for Todd McClelland's players will feature drills that take advantage of the larger sheet of ice.
Good job, Louis. Good job, Louis. Yep. Get up there, Phil. Get up there, Phil. Get up there, Phil. Move. Now we're skating. Now we're skating. Oh, boy, Spenny. Keep it alive, Spenny. Keep it alive.
Don't get in, Q. Yesterday, just getting to realize we're in Australia was a little bit surreal, but we're here. It's back to business.
Hey! Yeah, I think they've come ready to work, and we're a team at a stage right now where we have to be that way.
This is McClelland's 5th season at the helm of the Kings bench. He arrived here at the outset of the club's rebuild, and as time's passed and the team's improved, expectations have undeniably grown.
When we started here back in 2019, Rob Blake and the rest of the staff had a plan to retool the team, if you will, and that began on day one when we arrived.
I spent time with Todd in San Jose. I played for him, so I understood his preparation. I understood all that part.
Okay, smart, but some contact, some battles.
If we were able to get the right players in the right age group and the right ability and skill ability into what he preaches on a daily basis,
we're not done if we give up the puck. Get hunting.
I truly believe that we would start having success. I think we're at that stage now.
Come on, Dewey! Come on, Dewey!
We have a lot of natural talents on our team offensively, and I think Todd has put in a good defensive system to help us be good defensively as well.
No one likes a D-man early in the year, man. Everything's gone really well, as good as we can expect. The players stepped in and done their thing to this point, so it's been a good thing so far. We'll see where it goes from here. All done. Kev, good job. Good work. Juice, good job. Oh boy, Dewey. Good work.
It's pretty hot.
I know. I don't know how you're wearing that. Dude, I was gonna wear a sweater and I was like, there's no way. Just want shorts and t-shirt.
Came to the rink this morning, felt fine, and yeah, I mean, it was a tough practice, obviously, first practice of the year, and it was hard, but felt good out there, so that was good.
Surprisingly, I felt better than I thought. After a long flight, 15 hours being on the plane, it's hard to come out there and get right back in the swing of things, but I think everyone did a good job today. We had a good practice, hard skates, so body felt good, and I'm excited to keep on going.
White, gray, D, half and half.
What was the drill? I wasn't listening. I go to the back of the line.
As much as this is kind of a different training camp, I think our first 3 practices have been very successful.
Yep. Hey.
We're aware that we're in a different country. We're aware this is not usual circumstances. So I think guys are almost stepping on the gas pedal a little more than we even do when we have the first 3 days of camp back home.
Drew Doughty has won 2 Stanley Cups and a Norris Trophy as the NHL's best defenseman. And even in the land down under, the rhythms of training camp feel familiar to the 15-year veteran.
I'm already breathing hard, boys. Not a good sign.
Doughty has accomplished just about everything he could have dreamed of in his career. And the rewards have been all the more meaningful playing for the team he grew up rooting for.
1-1, 1-1.
I've been a Kings fan since I started watching hockey. I was a huge Wayne Gretzky fan, a huge LA Kings fan. Ever since I had that opportunity, that's all I want to do is be an LA King.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, we're going to be here for a little bit, what he means to this franchise. As soon as he came in with When he was 18, he made the difference.
Good job, D. Attaboy, Dewey.
He's been a great pro, a great teammate, a champion, and obviously a huge part of this organization.
Good job, Dewey. Good.
Drew brings the energy, the excitement, the life to the group.
Don't say anything bad. I'm gonna be quiet today.
Yeah, very quiet. You can barely get him to talk.
Did anybody score yet? I'm gonna score. RB. Yeah! 220. Yeah!
To munch 26, 27 minutes a night consistently and do it at a very high level.
Good.
At his age and with his experience is very helpful for where we're at, not only for our everyday play, but for developing young prospects.
That was a sick play. Now, 16 years later, it's been a dream come true playing for the team, and I hope I retire a King too.
Good work, fellas. Good job.
All right, that's enough for today, boys.
After the skate comes a perk of the Global Series visit, a chance to switch fields of play and take the tennis court with Australian pro Thanasi Kokkinakis.
Nice to meet you, man. How are you? Going right? Ready to hit some balls?
You want me to, for real?
Yeah. Show me. I'm curious.
I'll do it. I haven't played in a couple years, but I probably still got it, kinda. Let's try it. Back in.
I love tennis. Woo! When I was 12 till I was 26 or so, I was playing tennis like in the summer every day of the week.
You want to do a real serve against me and see if I can get it?
Yeah.
This will be fun.
Can you get like code violations or anything?
Like if you yell at the refs, they'll give you a 10-minute. I've had a lot of those in my career.
Yeah, I can see that.
Get in.
I need a ball kit, yeah.
PL.
I'm cameraman. I can't.
Yeah, it's wild. He only tried twice, and I had absolutely no chance.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Stuff, man.
That's awesome.
Enjoyed it. Thank you, man.
Too.
It's good fun.
Yeah, so come to our game if you can.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to try.
It's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah, it looks nuts on TV.
Probably be a few fights.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to start one if I'm there?
I'm not a fighter.
Oh, I want to see one.
I look like one, but...
You going to the football?
Yeah, are you going?
I don't think so. No.
It's not that fun?
No, it's good. You'll enjoy it.
It's good?
Yeah, it is good. It'll be a good atmosphere.
Tonight we're going to go to watch an AFL game, so that'll be a lot of fun. None of us have ever seen that sport.
We keep hearing it's going to be really loud. I think every one of us is excited, even though we have no idea about any of the rules.
It's another element of the cultural exchange aspect of the trip, a chance to experience Australian rules football up close, with a quick pre-game tutorial, just the start of another night of team bonding.
1, 2, 3.
Go Pies!
You know, we forget that during the season, we don't get to do this. You fly to a city, you practice, you play a game, you leave, and you got a day off, and you play a game, you leave.
Oh, 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 oh! You got crushed there.
To have this opportunity to have the team in one city for 7 days? It never happened. So the guys are all excited that they got to really bond together this week.
We talked as a group that we were getting something out of this trip. We were going to get better as a team. We were going to get closer as a team.
What a bounce. Right off the start.
You know, to win in any sport, it's important to bond and have that team chemistry, and we're building it here.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's get in there. Team Sweden.
It was a long journey to get here, but the benefits to roster chemistry already appear to be paying off. And then, of course, there's the other stated purpose of the trip, to use open practices like this one to showcase their sport.
I got him.
and give these fans as many lasting memories as they can.
The one thing I do think with hockey, when you go see it live, you get a little more into it. You get more attached to it.
What do you want to do, puck or stick? What do you want? Stick? For the sake of stick.
Got some squeeze for the guys.
We're trying to promote the game. I think we all have a responsibility to do that. We've got to promote the game, and we've got to do it worldwide.
You know, just so you have a favorite team from now on, I guess. There you go.
Thank
No
you so
problem.
much.
Of course.
It's not every day that the NHL comes to Australia. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for these kids to come out and have a skate with the boys.
Thanks for having us, guys. All right, so everybody grab a puck.
The little ones that went on the ice the other day, that was really exciting for all of us to see.
You got game. He's got game. Are you going to beat him? Just don't fall. Go. Good shave. Good shave. Good job.
It's a contagious sport. It only takes a few people to be playing it, and all of a sudden everybody's playing it. I see that happening here.
Think that'll stay?
Yeah.
It's exciting to bring hockey here to Australia, and hopefully we can turn a bunch of the Aussies into LA Kings fans.
From Melbourne, Australia, and Rod Laver Arena, the NHL Global Series presents the Arizona Coyotes and the Los Angeles Kings. It's the first time in NHL history a game has been played not only in Australia, but in the Southern Hemisphere.
We're heading into first exhibition game. So one of the things that we have to do is get back to game management quickly. It's not summer hockey, it's not flybys, I can tell you all that. But taking penalties, getting your sticks on the ice, line changes, knowing that we need 5 fresh guys on the ice, all those things have to come back to us really quick, okay? We've covered a lot of stuff in 3 days. Use it, think about it a little bit, talk about it on the bench, but play hockey and get back to game management skills. Let's go.
Capacity crowds are expected. A lot of excitement surrounding these games in a sports-crazed country.
Pretty good crowd.
And the boisterous crowd, they've been energized since they got into the building, having a lot of fun right now.
There you go, sir. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Good luck.
Let's go to work, fellas. Start the climb. Start the climb.
Kopitar and Boyd on the draw, and we are underway in Australia.
Shoot it early. Shoot it early. Good job slinging it. Come up with it now. Rip it, you.
With a shot off the stick of Stetcher and wide.
I like that. Can get a shot.
Quick, 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 quick.
Spence. Berkeliev a shot and a stick save. Jordan Spence, the first Australian-born player to play in the NHL. Spence up high, a drive over the crossbar.
Good try, good try.
Keep going, boys. Keep going.
Lewis again down low. He's at the goal line. He centers, deflects in. Save. Lewis the wraparound bid.
Anyway, Louis. Keep busting, baby.
Still loose at the side of the net.
Good job, boys. Good job.
Heads up.
Oh, get him.
Come on, Dubs.
As they would say here in Australia, 2 big blokes to the penalty box.
I got a feeling they'll go again.
Gavrikov feeds the middle. Kempe a shot off a stick and wide.
Work for him, work for him.
Fiala with it, hands it off. Gavrikov back right side and a shot. Save is made. Dubois is robbed, and we get a whistle.
Are you okay? What the you slashing for right off the bat? Trying to make the team somehow? You should make it in your sleep.
If the tension is palpable for just a preseason game, the pace is encouraging for the Kings, who continue to pressure the Coyotes' defense, with each team playing a man down.
6 minutes left here in the opening period. Now another turnover, and Deneau sails a shot high and wide, and Doty and Brown out of the penalty box are squaring off at center ice.
Yeah!
The
Both guys getting a lot in. They're looking for the bombs.
Yeah, that's good.
First chance for many here in Melbourne to see NHL hockey, and sometimes you see this.
That's f***ing awesome.
That'll do it for period one. No score. 15-7, the shots favoring LA.
Okay, good period, you guys. Intensity, game management skills, the hunt, all that part was real good. Okay, once we got set up and we moved the puck around, we were fine. But we've got to f***ing work. We've got to sprint into f***ing holes. We've got to have something above, something below, and the pop or protect. Okay? Shooting ice, shoot the f***ing thing. Good job coming out of our zone. Let's go.
If it feels like the Kings have momentum leaving the dressing room, the Coyotes swing it right back with 2 quick goals as the second period begins, leaving LA to mount a response.
Spence into the slot, hands it off. Kempe with a shot, and he scores! Adrian Kempe taking the drop pass from Australian native Jordan Spence to get the Kings on the board.
Let's go.
Atta boy, Spenny.
It's about time you did something.
Doughty pressured Bukestad, now bumped on the play by Doty.
Gain a line, gain a line.
In the middle, Krause scores!
I missed the puck.
3-1 Arizona.
Let's get one. Even. Get one.
Can't clear. Fiala scores from the high slot. Might have been tipped in front.
Kings back within 2.
Gotta get through this. Hey, gotta get through this. Get up. Get up.
And now here is Arvidsson.
You get a shot, you take it.
Moore to the net with a shot. He scores! 4-3 Arizona.
Good decoy, Phil.
And that'll do it for a 7-goal second period. Arizona up by 1.
Okay, that was a little bit of a reminder to us that we got to be ready to answer the bell at the beginning of the period. Good job working your way back in. There's not going to be a lot of cute, nifty plays. Shoot the thing, find it, score some ugly goals. Okay, let's go.
After the breakneck pace of the second, the goals stop coming in the third, and the Kings still trail by 1 in the game's final moments.
The Kings' net is empty. 4-3 Arizona.
10.
Off the draw, the puck bounces for Fiala, but he's stripped by Schmaltz. Ahead to Keller for Hayton, empty net look, and he'll score. As the horn ends, game 1 here in Melbourne, 5-3 Arizona.
Good job, you guys.
Both teams salute the crowd here. Game number 2 coming up tomorrow.
It's the start of a marathon, but what did you like best about the performance tonight from your team?
I thought team-wise we played a pretty good game. I really liked the way we started. Overall, I think some individual mistakes or errors cost us at certain points in the game. But from a team perspective, we did some of the things we wanted to do.
Good morning, good night, depending on what time zone you're in. Game 2, the Global Series. In the land down under, the Kings and the Arizona Coyotes.
For the guys that didn't play last night, let's be ready to play and establish our game quickly. It starts in the circle. Phil, you and PL are taking care of that tonight. Everybody else is following. Let's go.
Let's go, Tubbs. Let's go, Gabby.
Let's go.
Come on.
An interesting sector of the roster to keep an eye on. Jordan Spence. Does he penetrate this Kings roster out of training camp?
The local hero. Food for your homeland, man.
The lights are down, the anticipation is up.
We're underway here in game 2 of the Global Series.
Let's go, let's go. There you go, there you go.
Both teams come out energized in front of another capacity crowd.
They're really aggressive tonight. Hey, they're coming.
But it's the Kings who again dictate the pace from the outset.
Good forecheck, good read. All the pieces.
Kings looking for a chance. Pretty good look.
Come on!
Spence a blast wide.
Game 2 starting much like game 1 here, with the Kings controlling early. Right now, 6-0 shots on goal.
But while LA dominates at full strength, After they take a penalty, Coach McClellan doesn't like what he sees.
Gotta get quicker, we talking? Not a f***ing peep.
And sure enough, a Coyotes power play goal sends his team to the first intermission, down 1-0.
That's not them, that's the black f***ing team. Nothing about penalty kill there. We're gonna see both of those penalty kills between f***ing teams. We're straightening this out now. We're talking about the penalty kill, and you're paying f***ing attention right f***ing now. Why aren't we moving? It's hockey 101. Clear? Nothing gray at all. Are we clear? Real good job in the face-off circle. You f***ing led it, you didn't lose one. Not a single one. PL, way to follow. Okay? Good start on the forecheck. We f***ing peppered them. Drew the first penalty of the game. Power play. It doesn't matter who's on the f***ing ice. Let's go. Okay? So let's take it up a notch. Come on.
Don't tell me that my patience is a virtue. I need some good news. I need some good news. If you don't want it, don't f***ing slide.
Hey, we're good. We're good. Yeah.
Go, go, go. Yeah, yeah.
Hit up. Hit up.
Get away now.
Counterattack speed by the Kings.
One come. Good idea. That was a nice shave. Oh! Much better. There we go.
Great job, you guys. Great job.
This could be the final period of the Global Series for this year. Australian-born Jordan Spence quarterbacking the power play to start.
Hey, wait, Benny.
Oh, boy, Spenny, well played.
Spence is out there with Fiala. Up high, Fiala feeds it right side to Kempe. One-timer, he scores!
Jordan Spence picking up his second point in the two-game series.
Everyone here came to watch you, no one else.
With Spence contributing to the tying goal a minute into the third, Jakub Movarar gives LA the lead later in the period.
The Kings off the draw, take over, shot, score!
Yeah! Shoot out! Hey, nice goal.
The lead will hold up through the final horn,
Time.
with Adrian Kempe's empty netter icing the win that will cap the Kings' trip with a celebration.
And that will do it.
Nice win.
The Kings defeat Arizona 3-2 here in Australia.
3 stars being announced right here. First star.
Who else?
Taking the ribbon from his teammates here. Now with a big smile.
You should have got first star.
The 2023 Global Series has come to an end, and it was great atmosphere here in Melbourne, Australia. Both teams will head back to the States tomorrow.
Oh, big dub.
It was a great experience, but it's still training camp. We have 4 more games until the opening season, so once we get back, I think everyone will be dialed into training camp, and personally for me, I'm going to be just focused on camp and just going from there, and hopefully I can make the team.
From a training camp standpoint, what did you get out of this trip?
You know, we would be probably further into camp as far as structure and work and everything goes if we were at home. But that's okay, because with this trip comes other benefits, bonding and all that type of stuff. Now when we get on the plane tomorrow, we can't have people fall behind, and now we'll work hard and getting back and starting training camp all over.
High expectations for a hockey team are weighty enough before you factor in a trip to a land about as far away as you can imagine. But as the Kings' assortment of baggage is loaded up for the lengthy journey home, it's a sign the first step in their long climb is complete. Even as they know the expectations will still be shadowing them when they soon return to more traditional surroundings. Next on Behind the Glass.
The hardest thing will be the first 3 days coming back.
We obviously both want to play. Only one of us can play.
Nice, healthy competition. That's just good for everybody.
We need practice time. We're 10 days into training camp when we had 3 practices.
Move it, move it, move it!
For more inside access to the Kings training camp, go to NHLnetwork.com or follow #BehindTheGlass on social media.